Good morning, Wednesday morning, heading to Powtoon for the day, but first a bright and early lecture in Tel Aviv, talking to a group of South African professionals visiting Israel, speaking to them about Israeli tech, and then Powtoon, and then lunch with Tal Morgenstern from Lightspeed Ventures, previously Sequoia, just a young gun VC, an amazing dude. Been a couple of years since the last time we caught up, so I'm really excited to meet up with him, and just a couple of meetings throughout the day. It's going to be a fantastic day. Here we go. Made it to Tel Aviv, 8 a.m. Talk starts at 8:45. I'm gonna go to Powtoon, put my things down, back up some of the vlog episodes, and head to Sarona to start the talk. And I need coffee, badly. Backed up 200 gigs of vlog footage. Now leaving Powtoon, heading to Sarona to meet the group. Never clear if I'll be able to record part of my talk or not. We'll try, but always have to get their permission to turn on the camera. Heading over there now. Made it to Sarona. I'm doing the talk at Biga Cafe, and then afterwards, for lunch, as I mentioned, I'm going to Lightspeed, which is right here. I told the group to meet me at Biga. I figured we'd sit in the air-conditioned kind of inside part of the cafe right here behind me, but the AC isn't working, so I think we're going to do the talk right here, outside. It's not terribly hot, it's hot, but it's early in the morning, we got shade, so I think I'm gonna do it here. 20 people, that's the size of the group. We're gonna do it here. Hopefully it won't get too hot. We shall see. You might notice I changed shirts because my Apple shirt was sopping, like drenched from my talk outside. So got me a new Powtoon t-shirt. And now I'm heading to meet Lightspeed in Sarona and wearing some Powtoon swag. Love it. So I walk here into Lightspeed and you're at your standing desk. I'm like, we gotta do a stand-up interview. It's just a thing. How do you like the standing desk thing? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I do. I like it a lot. I mean, I spend half my day sitting on pitch meetings. So.
And you're a big like fitness guy also.
I'm not big. I'm okay.
Look, you're ripped. What are you talking about? All right, who are you? What's your name?
My name is Tal Morgenstern. I'm a partner with Lightspeed.
The last time we met and sat, we did.
That's right.
Where do we sit?
That was back in my old firm. I was with Sequoia Capital at the time.
And what did we do? Do you remember?
We met in my office. What was it? You put out your mobile phone and you said, I have this vlog.
What do we do? Meerkat.
Meerkat. We did a meerkat?
Yeah, we did.
It wasn't recorded?
I think it was a meerkat. I'm pretty sure it was a meerkat. Just shows how much has changed. It's funny.
Yeah. It was actually quite impactful, you know? Like I got a lot of inbound emails because
All right, so listen, dude, I told you before, so I'm not embarrassed to say it on camera. I'm a big Tal Morgenstern fanboy. I am, for many reasons. First of all, honestly, like, I like people whose brains operate at 100 miles an hour. And to be honest...
And yet you came to see me.
To be honest, I'm usually the one that... Nice. Yeah, okay. To be honest, I'm usually the one in the meeting with the brain running faster, and I like being the dumb one around the table. So then I have meetings with guys like you, and I'm the dumb one around the table by a huge margin, and I love being in that place. So first of all, thank you for that. Let's start with that.
Sure.
Number two, you know I like you if I have a dairy lunch.
I know, right? I took this guy for a non-steak lunch.
It's true. I had an omelet. It was good though. I like big. I'm a fan. Okay. All right. Let's just give an overview for the one person watching this who doesn't know who Tal Morgenstern is. Who's Tal Morgenstern? What's your background?
I'm a father.
You start with that.
Yeah, I think it's the most important thing. I'm also married to my wife. I'm also a partner with Lightspeed, and we invest in early stage companies across the world. I'm one of 3 partners here in Israel.
Lightspeed is, I mean, by all standards, by all metrics, one of the top VCs in the world.
We like to think so, yes.
I mean, but forget what you think. I mean, it's a fact. Is it not objectively? Is there a ranking? There are rankings.
I don't think so. I think we're very cautious, and we like to think that we're, as the old saying go, we're one deal away from becoming a second-tier VC. But I think right now we're in a good position. We have global exposure. We have great teams around the world.
You have an amazing name, Tal Morgenstern and Lightspeed, both have amazing names. Okay, so may I ask your age?
I'm 37.
37 years old. Before you were at Sequoia, now you're at Lightspeed. I mean, where do you go? Not that you're going anywhere, but where does one go from here?
Competitive jiu-jitsu as a career. I mean, retire. No, I like what I'm doing. I'm happy right now.
All right. How many deals in Israel do you see a year?
We see around. We checked last year. I think it was 16 or 1700 pitch decks that came in.
2018.
That was 2018. I think we met like 300, 400, and we invested in 7 or 8.
What is the most enjoyable part of your job? What do you love most?
It's like getting a glimpse into the future. So it's like reading a good science fiction novel. I mean, the good entrepreneurs, they like telling a story, right? And sometimes the story actually checks out, and that shapes reality, right?
So in my talk this morning, I want to get back to that question in a second, but in my talk this morning, I was speaking to a group of South African professionals / entrepreneurs, and they said to me, okay, you see so many deals, so much tech, what is the future? They put me on the spot, so I had to think. I was like, listen, I mean, nobody could really answer that question, but I do think the world of human computer interaction / I don't want to give it a name and call it mixed reality, because that's obviously a very specific thing, but
the blend
exactly, the blend of virtual and real, to me, is, in my opinion, and that's going to manifest itself in so many different verticals and so many different sectors. What do you think, if you had to name one, I'm putting you on the spot here, is the most interesting and promising, let's call it not vertical, but technology that will most deeply impact the future of our day-to-day lives?
It's interesting. I'm probably going to surprise you now, but I think it's probably going to be carbon reactors and things around just battling climate change.
Really?
Yeah, because I think most of the things that we're talking about, like autonomous vehicles or nano satellites or CRISPR or whatever, the horizon you're talking about is like 10 to 15 years or 20 years in an innovation cycle. We don't have that much time necessarily. So I think if I had to kind of make a prediction, I think 10 to 15 years from now, we would look at carbon emission and sort of like technologies to battle climate change, similarly to how we looked at the oil boom, 100 years ago.
Did not expect that answer.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I've been spending a lot of time on that topic.
So the best part of your job?
Best part of my job? Just meeting the best people.
Agreed. I'm on a smaller scale. I completely agree with you. Hardest part of your job?
Saying no all the time. I feel like, I still suck at it, honestly.
Yeah, I totally. I mean, I'm lucky. I'm fortunate. I don't have to say no very often. The entrepreneur wants to meet me, I meet him. You guys are right. And give me an idea, by the way, in terms of saying no. What is the, let's call it, spectrum of check sizes that that you guys write in Israel?
I mean, we do. I mean, there is no Israel. Like, we're part of a broader platform, and the whole concept for Lightspeed is to be able to kind of write checks right from the onset. So anything from 200K convertible note all the way out. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've done.
Lightspeed does convertibles?
Yeah, 100%. We do we're very agnostic. We're stage agnostic. We're sector agnostic. We're geo agnostic. We want to think of ourselves as a global platform that can support a company from day one all the way out to an IPO.
Because it's getting some bad rep lately. Convertible notes. People are not loving.
I know. I mean, frankly, personally, we don't have. I don't think we have a firm-wide agenda. Personally, I'm not a fan. I think it generates a lot of noise unnecessarily. But I've just done one because it was the deal to do, right? There was no other option. So.
Okay, so the smallest check you've written in Israel?
Personally, 1 million.
Okay. Largest?
In Israel, I think it was. So primary, I think it was like 30 something, maybe more.
So that's a pretty big spectrum.
We have companies where we have 200 or 300 million into a company.
Wow. Okay, so
the screen just went off. Is that intentional?
Whoa.
Back on the air.
So I'm slightly traumatized right now. My camera just turned off as I'm interviewing Tal Morgenstern. I don't know what it's like. I don't know what's going on here, but
the camera just could not tolerate
it's just the good looks. It's the good looks.
I know, right?
So I actually I've never done this before, but I'm not finishing this interview. I don't know what's going on with my camera. Hopefully we'll come back to life. But where were we? Where did we get cut off? What's your day like? You come into what time do you get in the office every day?
I try to get here around 9 or 10. I start my morning with a morning session. I practice jiu-jitsu almost daily. So I actually start by putting the kids to school, then jiu-jitsu, then work, and then we typically leave rather late because we live by California times often. So
that's nuts.
Mondays is Monday morning California.
Right.
For us, it's we do it through video from the office. So we typically leave around midnight.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
You leave the office at midnight?
Yeah, noon
every
California.
Day?
Not every day. No, Mondays. Then
Monday.
Tuesdays typically late as well. Sundays lighter because
Sunday, right?
So it's a mix.
Unbelievable. All right, so let me ask you two quick questions, and I'll let you go. You're a busy guy. One, what is your policy on meeting entrepreneurs?
I want to meet them.
Who do you meet?
All of them.
Who do you not meet?
I meet everyone.
No, seriously.
Seriously.
A guy has an idea on a napkin. You're not going to meet him.
Yeah, we just invested in a guy in an app.
No, I said a guy in a napkin. Oh, it's an idea.
Yeah, we just invested. Our recent investment was 2 guys, reputable guys, right? Like legit guys, but I don't think they had a deck. They didn't have a deck.
So you're telling me you would literally meet an entrepreneur who has an idea?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You stand behind that?
Yes, 100%.
How does someone get on your radar?
Well, through
Simple
you is one way.
Okay.
I take, DMs on Twitter. I take, cold calls.
Cold
email.
calls?
Yeah, my email is on our website. It's on the Lightspeed website.
Wow.
People will send me.
Don't
emails
do
all
that.
the
Send
time.
me your deck or an email.
I mean, it's rather lazy, honestly. Like if I don't know you, it's just like a bad signal. So I would rather you come in through a warm intro, just because
Right.
why wouldn't you?
Right.
You definitely know someone who knows.
Send me an email, and obviously, if I think, I'm not going to bombard you, so if I think it's relevant. Okay.
No, and typically my SLA is like 24 hours. Like I always reply, because I remember when I was an entrepreneur and raising capital, like one of the things that annoyed me
Was it on VC's?
endlessly is just like people vanishing into vacuum and not even answering.
You know who talks about that a lot, and
Who does?
the reason that he responds to emails so quickly.
Mhm.
Giggy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he does, by
that's
the way.
why they're-
Yeah, I try to do similar. I try to be similar.
I
I
love
always
that.
typically like 24 hours.
Love it. No, but
and
that's why he
I'm
does
an
it.
inbox zero type of person.
Yeah,
so
literally
so,
inbox zero. I love it.
You know.
All right, listen, Tal. We're over time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time,
Thank
man.
you.
It's fantastic. We should not wait another 3
Thank
years.
you for dragging me out of my comfort zone. You know my
Dude,
opinion about
Dude, no, listen, man.
these things.
Okay, irrelevant of everything we talked about, and one day I'll convert you. I really do think, irrelevant of what's in it for Tal or for Lightspeed,
Yeah.
the amount of knowledge that you have going on up there, I feel like more people need to have access to that knowledge. That's just my opinion.
I'm just getting started. Trust me, I hang by much smarter people every day.
I know.
It's actually a fun experience.
I have no doubt, but still,
I don't
think
think
you have a lot of
the world
knowledge.
needs my
We should
wisdom.
share. I disagree. I fundamentally disagree, but it's okay. Well, it's all right.
Well, let's do that again then.
We'll do it again. I'm always here. But listen, man, I'm gonna follow up with what we talked about, and
Awesome.
goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway. Anything I can do to help in any way. We didn't really talk about your challenges. We didn't talk enough about your challenges, but I don't even know if you have any. Everyone has challenges. Whatever I can do to help, don't even ask. Just anything I can do, just let me know.
2 key messages,
Yes.
parting words. One, if you want to meet me, just like we just told you how, but I'm very open, and we'd like to meet you. Lightspeed in general, our focus is early stage, so don't wait. Like we want to meet you early rather than later. And number 2, global warming is going to be a big thing. So I'm actually looking for companies who are tackling this issue. It doesn't have to be like massive infrastructure hardware projects. It doesn't have to be even clean tech related. Maybe awareness, maybe education. I don't know what it is, but I think it's like a challenge. We kind of all have to kind of treat it like a global emergency. Really.
Words you never heard from a top tier VC in your life. That's awesome. I love it. Listen, man, pray for my camera. Thank you for your time. Let me know anything else I can do to help, and I'm looking forward to our next one. Thanks, dude.
Awesome.
Well, the screen is not working, but the camera is. So on that note, see you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.